Kado in red, and from Korea in blue, Sim Kwon-ho. Greco-Roman wrestling, no holds allowed below the waist, and you can't use your legs to trip or to attack your opponent. Sim Kwon-ho in the blue, Asian Games champion last year. Wrestling bouts last for 5 minutes. Kwon-ho takes Kado across his back to get the scores. Gets 2 points for that. As I said, this is the lightest weight category. Just 7 stone, 7 pounds. Referee warning about the arm going across the throat. Kwon-ho of Korea in the lead, 2 points to nil in this 48 kilo final. The ultimate aim in wrestling is to pin your opponent. That's to put your opponent's shoulder blades to the mat. There's no count, but it's very difficult at this level. And so a series of points are awarded for the different holds and throws, depending on the complexity and the risk involved. Kado goes to his back again. You see the referee counting. If Kwon-ho holds his opponent down towards his back for 5 seconds, he not only gets a point for exposing the back, but also an extra point. So the scores 5 points to nil in favor of blue. Sim Kwon-ho of Korea. Qualification for the Olympic Games in Atlanta next year is certainly on the minds of all the nations taking part at this championship. And as I said, with the limitation on the number of places available, 190 wrestlers can compete. The competition is certainly very tough indeed. Qualification for the Olympics will be based on results of the Continental Championships next year. And for European wrestlers, that's the European Championships next March in Budapest. Where to qualify, you must place within the top 8. So the top 8 wrestlers in Europe will be going to Atlanta. Just a review of the score with less than 15 seconds remaining. Sim Kwon Ho of Korea in the lead. Just on the buzzer for the end of the bout, and Sim Kwon Ho takes the title, 48 kilo world champion. It's customary for the wrestlers to actually go and shake hands with their opponent's coach. And then we see a replay. Very dangerous position there. There we go, the Korean exposes Kado's back. And can hold him there for 5 seconds to get an extra point. We'll be back to the mat in a few moments. Stay tuned. And you join us with the 52 kilo final. Russia in red versus Armenia in blue. Samuel Danyalan of Russia in the red, Arman Nazarian of Armenia in blue.
Делай ускорение, делай. Делай ускорение, не стой. Привязывайся к нему. Руки покороче, привязывайся. Сам. Не оставляй нигде. Давай, стой, давай со мной.
The referee signaling that red is being passive. It's the referee's job to encourage action throughout the bout. And so when a wrestler is being judged passive, his opponent is given the option for the bout to carry on either in the standing or in the ground or parterre position. Danyalan trying to get out to reverse, but Nazarian too strong. Can he turn him? Yes, turns him across his back. 2 points. So 2-0 the score to Arman Nazarian of Armenia.
Пошел, не стой. Давай спорт делай теперь, все уже. Не бери сверху. Вырок оттуда. сам. Самвел, сам. Да, пошел. Плотнее. Люк, пошли. Еще, Самвел, снизу. Самвел, снизу его, снизу. Снизу, Самвел, снизу. Снизу, Самвел.
Again, Red, passive, keeping his head down, not opening up.
Руки жестче. И давай руку.
So Nazarian in control again. And he makes good effort, 2 points. But Danielen tries again to get out. Nazarian very much in the lead. The Russian really needing to get some points on the scoreboard. Nazarian goes for a throw. No.
давай, Самвел, пошел. Рукой снизу. Пошел, минута осталась. Сделай. Да.
50 seconds remaining. This 52-kilo final. The Armenian in the blue in the lead. Blue is now being passive, knows he's got enough points to win, but he needs to be very careful. So the Russian, can he come back with some points? Must take advantage of this control position. Waist hold and try and lift. Setting up for a lift, good. Taked him over, brilliant. 3 points and a point for lifting his opponent. (5-4) the score. The Russian team invade the mat. Samuel Danielen of Russia, the 52-kilo world champion. Here we see a replay of the action. Lifts clear from the mat, over. Got 3 points for the throw, a point for lifting him clear from the mat, and then another point exposing his back. Well, the 62-kilo final is about to get underway. Sergei Martinov of Russia in red. Włodzimierz Zadatsky of Poland in the blue. Martinov of Russia, the current world champion. Zadatsky was third, the bronze medalist at the World Championships last year. Very strong position, takes him down. And pinned his opponent. Both shoulder blades clean to the mat. 5 points for the throw, but it doesn't matter, just 30 seconds. Pins his opponent and becomes, or retains, the World Championships at 62 kilos. Sergei Martinov of Russia. You see the score, the 5 points, but it doesn't matter what the points were. Won by a fall in just 30 seconds. The disappointed Pole there. Here we see a replay. Clean off the mat. Sets up, throws his opponent straight down. Holds him down, shoulder blades touch the mat. And that's enough for the win. More action coming up after the break. 74 kilo finals. Stay tuned. Back to the Greco-Roman World Wrestling Championships here in Prague. 74 kilos. This is the bronze medal bout at 74 kilos. In red from Russia, Natsakan Iskandarian. He's up against Filiberto Aski of Cuba. Cuba in the blue, Russia in red. Current world champion Iskandarian of Russia. Unfortunately, he slipped to just the bronze medal bout. And he's up against the Cuban, who's the Pan American champion. This is for the bronze medal at 74 kilos. Iskandarian passive, so the Cuban in control. He's always told. Lifts him, excellent. And he retains the hold. Can he lift again? Yes, he can. Still got hold. Great power. Keeps him in the area and over again. With 3 throws, each worth 4 points. The Cuban wins by what's known as technical superiority. You have to go 10 points clear of your opponent, but at 12 points to nil, 1 minute 30, the Cuban gets the bronze medal in fine style. Iskandarian spending more time in the air. So a technical superiority win for the Cuban. We see a replay. Strength takes his opponent clean off the mat, over. Gets 3 points for the throw and an extra point for the lift. And he completes that 3 times to win 12 points to 0. Great power in the legs. Keeps within the area. And just with 3 throws, it's enough for the bronze medal. Greco-Roman wrestling at its best. So we come to the final of the 74 kilo category. Bakhtiar Bajetitov of Kazakhstan. And he's against Yvonne Reimer of France. Reimer of France to be in control. Done excellent to get this far in this competition. Turns his opponent over for 2 points. Reimer has been away from the international mat for a short while through injury, but has recuperated and trained well. The results you see is a place in the final of these World Championships. Reimer placed 3rd in the World Championships in 91 and 93. Great support for the Greco-Roman style in France. Bakhtiar gets in control, gets a point. Can he capitalize on this position? Reimer defending well. You see the referee looking to either side of the mat. Decisions are made by 3 officials, the referee on the mat, and either side of the mat is a mat chairman and a judge, and all decisions are majority of the 3. And so the referee often keeps an eye on the other officials. Raymer extends his lead. And a lift and a throw. The 3 points and 1 point. 9-1 the score. Raymer certainly in control of the bout. Raymer went through a throw, and because of the rules of risk-taking, because the throw didn't manage to come off, then the wrestler making the risk is not penalised by allowing his opponent to get in control. .55 seconds on the clock. This 74-kilo final. The wrestler must place his hands on his opponent's back before the referee blows the whistle. Raymer certainly on the defensive now. Can't be seen to be passive or fleeing the mat. The Frenchman well on his way to becoming only the 2nd Frenchman to win a world title in Greco-Roman wrestling. The other one was the French national coach, Patrice Mourier, in 1987. Certainly his name will go down in history. He manages to come off. 5 seconds on the clock there. And now it's the turn of the French team to invade, as Yvonne Raymer of France takes the 74-kilo world title. And it's declared 74-kilo world champion Yvonne Raymer of France. And the replay again of the throw. Over for the 3, plus the extra 1. We'll take a short break. Join us then. Welcome back to Prague. And the 90 kilo final is underway. Basahaki of Turkey in the red. Peter Suduriak of Romania in the blue.
İçeriden. Evet.
Coming up after this final is the 130 kilo final. The super heavyweight, the maximum weight for international wrestling. Reverse waist lock.
İndirme kafanı sakın.
İmparator.
Evet. Bir şey vermiyorsun. Çok güzel. Çok iyi. Çok iyi. Evet. Çok güzel hakkı. Evet. Aferin. Harp. Savaş. Evet. Evet.
Suduriak of Romania needing to get some points. Going very close to getting off the mat. There they go. 2-0 the score.
Evet hakkı. Evet hakkı işte bu. İşte bu. Hadi yavrum. Evet. Evet. İşte bu. Evet. Evet. Çok güzel. Çok güzel. Evet. Evet.
great deal of strength, stamina, endurance required. Passer passive, so he's put it down. Siduriak in control. He needs to take advantage of this if he's to always a strong support at major championships for Turkey's wrestlers. In Turkey, wrestling is a national sport. As we come to the end of the 5 minutes, you see the score there, 2-0. The wrestlers are required, at least one of them, to score at least 3. And so we go into overtime. Immediately into overtime, there's no rest. And overtime's a maximum of 3 minutes. So into overtime in this 90-kilo final. So it's the first wrestler to score at least 3 points. The ringleader there, trying to encourage the frenzy. Siduriak again in control. Can't be far from the end of the overtime, with the score 2-0 in favour of red. If at the end of overtime neither wrestler scored 3 points, then the decision goes to the 3 officials. But in the case of somebody having points, then it would normally go automatically to them, although that's not always the case. Five seconds. And that's it. Officially, it goes to an official's decision. Made very quick, I'm sure. The referee announces yes. Haki Basir of Turkey is the new 90-kilo world champion. And automatically becomes a national hero. Be in great demand once it gets back to Turkey. The bronze medal at 90 kilo went to Kogawashvili of Russia. The other bronze medals in the bouts we've seen, 48 kilos, again from Russia, Guliev took the bronze. 52 kilos went to the German Termerchen, beating Faraji of Syria on points, 3 points to nil. 62 kilos was Manukian of Armenia, again on points, 9 points to nil versus Hu Yongyong of China. And of course we saw the 74 kilos, the Cuban. At World, European, Olympic Championships, a familiar sight at the end of the competition, the 130 kilos, taking to the mat in the red, Alexander Karelin of Russia, Sergei Moraiko of Moldova in the blue. Karelin, 5 times world champion, twice the Olympic champion, 8 times European champion, and the list goes on. He's unbeaten in international competition since 1987. Certainly a force to be reckoned with on the mat. Just 28 years of age, already voted the best wrestler by journalists in the years 1989, 90, 92 and 94. His opponent Sergei Moraiko was 7th in the World Championships last year, so has done very well to get this far. Karelin, a powerhouse. The heaviest weight category, just under 20.5 stones. Opponents normally helpless when Caroline gets an effective hold. There we see, takes Mariko across his back. Still retains the hold. A vice grip. The referee showing that Mariko used his legs illegally to stop Caroline. He was awarding 2 points to Caroline and a caution to Mariko. So Caroline extends his lead to 4-0. Mariko goes over again. Another 2 points. No action. So they're brought back to the center. Bronze medal at this weight went to Matt Ghaffari of the United States. It's unusual for bouts featuring Caroline to last so long. Always in control on the mat. Caroline in danger of being seen to be passive, I think. Indeed he is. Very unusual position here for Mariko. In control now. Can he get a point or two against Caroline? Trying to lift. Seconds remaining, as you can see. It's too late, I think. Just 6 seconds on the clock. And there we have it, the end of the bout. Alexander Karelin, now 6 times world champion at 130 kilos. He's certainly going to be one of the characters in Atlanta, somebody certainly to watch out for. Before that, of course, we have the European Championships in Budapest in March next year, where the final places for Atlanta will be decided. There we see the champions. Russia dominating the competition.